Gotta love those highlights. You gotta love Led Zeppelin. Man, good music there. Alright, it is 2011 NFL Week 4, and I'd like to go over some highlights from last week and just an overview of what to expect this week. Everybody seems to be talking so far about the Buffalo Bills and their success. I would like to, for a moment, go over the 3-0 Detroit Lions. So far, the key stats seem to be a healthy Matthew Stafford, which is very vital for them. They need him to be playing for a chance to win a lot of games and to go to the playoffs. Also, we have noticed that Calvin Johnson is not the only weapon they have there in Detroit. They have Nate Burleson as well as Brandon Pettigrew and Tony Scheffler. To go along with Java Best, they have a lot of options on offense. The only cause for concern so far seems to be their offensive line. Last week, they allowed 5 sacks and only rushed for 20 yards. So they need to pick it up and block better for the runs and especially keep protecting Matthew Stafford. That will be vital for them. A team that seems to be severely struggling is the 0-3 Minnesota Vikings. Their play calling seems to be glaring to me as a cause for concern. They have not been getting Adrian Peterson the ball enough, whether that is just straight handoffs or screens or maybe even just some pass routes for him. They need to get him more involved. Their blitzes and turnovers on defense have not been coming. Maybe so in the first half, but especially not in the second half. Also, the big feature for them this season has been they have had an extremely excellent first half, but just seem to stay in the locker room after the second half and don't play and have given up 3 double-digit leads in the second half. I mean, that's why they're 0-3. That's why they have a lot of questions. Their first-year head coach is taking a lot of criticism for not giving Peterson the ball. They're having to defend Donovan McNabb already. I mean, them along with the Dolphins have a lot of issues. And a team that is on the rise and has a lot of potential is the 2-1 Oakland Raiders. They've been having extremely strong play from Darren McFadden. They need to continue with the pounding ground and to throw him the little dinks that they have and let him run with it, because he is their extreme playmaker along with their rookie wide receiver at the moment. Jason Campbell is doing a great job of not turning the ball over, which has helped them with their wins, but the times that they were getting turnovers, 3-and-outs, such was their loss at Buffalo. They need to definitely cut down on the penalties. I believe that they'd be even more dominant and overall a better team if they cut down on penalties, but that's asking a lot from a team that has been in the bottom, leaguing in penalties for the last 3 or 4 years. So other than that, I have this to say. My work is making me cut my facial hair, which sucks because I was having this tradition where I was not going to cut my hair nor my facial hair for the entire season, kind of like a sacrilegious type of thing, just to keep it, but the executives are coming in, so I have to obey by the rules or else I won't have a job. So the rest of this interview will be done without me and facial. My face, so soft. Anyways, some concerns and questions going into week 4 are Michael Vick's injury. Do the Eagles need to invest in a new backup quarterback? Well, the way Kafka played, I would say yes, because he threw 2 interceptions, and although Vick says he will be healthy and ready to go for week 4, how limited will he be? And also, will Vince Young heal in time to be a possible backup quarterback? I don't think so. He had a hamstring injury. He doesn't look like he's coming back anytime soon. So Philadelphia Eagles, yes, I would say look elsewhere and try to find a suitable backup quarterback. I don't think you will be able to find one that is suitable to Vic's skills. You did in Young, but Young is injured and doesn't look like he will return anytime soon. Now on to the Indianapolis Colts quarterback situation. Who is better, Dan Orlovsky or Brodie Croyle? I looked up both stats. Technically, stat-wise, Brodie Croyle he has a few more touchdowns, but they both have a lot of interceptions, fumbles, take a lot of sacks. They decided to go with Dan Orlovsky. I think that is perhaps the better choice, although they're both the same age. I think Orlovsky has a better chance to hit the weapons that Indianapolis had, because Kerry Collins seems to be hurt with a concussion, and he's not really good anyways. And you may be asking yourselves, Colts, why didn't you pick up David Garrard? Well, the Jacksonville Jaguars dropped him like 1 week before the start of the season. He just didn't seem to be getting it done. He's getting older. Plus, I don't see him really getting the job done in Indy. He would be better than Collins, but for some reason, they just aren't filling him. No one in this league is filling him. His time may be up. So, YouTube viewers, if you have any NFL questions or any questions about my videos, be sure to email me at the link down here, and I will answer them personally or in my video for next week. So, now it is time for Game Footage Breakdown. Watch as Tom Brady's eyes are locked on Julian Edelman. The ball is deflected into the arms of Drayton Florence for a 27-yard interception for a touchdown. Sean Phillips comes untouched on the edge, forcing Matt Castle to throw early to Dexter McCluster. Instead, he throws it directly to a suspecting Eric Weddle. Breaking down footage like this can be easy too, but let a trained professional do it. Now enjoy my week 4 predictions. Hope to see you next week. Calvin Johnson and the Lions 35. DeMarcus Ware and the Cowboys 21. Chris Johnson and the Titans 21. Josh Cribbs and the Browns 13. Stevie Johnson and the Bills 31. Leon Hall and the Bengals 17. Jared Allen and the Vikings 27. Steve Breston and the Chiefs 17. Frank Gore and the 49ers 21. Jason Babin and the Eagles 15. Chris Cooley and the Redskins 31. James Laurinaitis and the Rams 17. Jeremy Shockey and the Panthers 16. Johnny Knox and the Bears 24. Robert Meacham and the Saints 42. Aaron Campman and the Jaguars 10. Lamar Woodley and the Steelers 24. Brian Cushing and the Texans 30. Julio Jones and the Falcons 28. Aaron Curry and the Seahawks 6. Ahmad Bradshaw and the Giants 23. Early Doucette and the Cardinals 14. Brandon Lloyd and the Broncos 17. Ryan Grant and the Packers 38. Brandon Marshall and the Dolphins 14. Patrick Creighton and the Chargers 35. Vince Wilfork and the Patriots 35. Kevin Boss and the Raiders 27. Plaxico Burress and the Jets 20. Terrell Suggs and the Ravens 27. Robert Mathis and the Colts 13. Aqib Talib and the Buccaneers 24.